friends, I'm Kanchan from Akulmek Technologies and welcome to Topbrass. Today we have Sitesh Srivastava. As you know, he has a deep interest in corporate training. He had been training marketing professional, IT professional, and he is also associated with radio broadcasting. So today we are discussing some very interesting topic with him. So welcome to the show Sitesh. How are you doing today?
Hey Kanchan, thank you so much for this show. And every day it's interesting, stimulating talks that I do with you, which also brings back a lot of youth-like energies inside. And I remember the college days of my life. Let's begin. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm wonderful. Things are pretty cool here. And we, as you know, is a festival going on of Ganesha, so we are indulged in that. And in between, there was a ruling of court, and where the Prashant Bhushan, who is a prominent lawyer in India, is being fined 1 rupee for the contempt of court. So I was just thinking 1 rupee fine on a lawyer like a Prashant Bhushan. So things really, I was compelled to think how come and what now Prashant Bhushan will be doing, because contempt of court is a serious charge on any lawyer by a court. Isn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right. And of late, for last few years, uh, thanks to Supreme Court and thanks to some of the uh, judges and the lawyers and the attorneys, they have uh, brought some interesting issues in front of us in their interesting ways of judgments, interesting ways of coming out in public and bringing in this discussion again and again, whether things being discussed in the public media, on the social media, is acceptable and how much it is acceptable inside the court of law. And in this wake, this current Prashant Bhushan 1 rupee punishment, give the 1 rupee or take a 3 months of jail, or and also 3 years of stop the practicing of the law, is something that has really put me back into reading into the words of their judgment. And I was Kanchan, surprised to see that 102 page of judgment was being written for this, and 82 page of sentencing for few tweets. And that's what proves the point that today a few tweets can cost you this thing. Or you can say, what does 1 rupee buy in today? 1 rupee buys in your 3 months of jail or an apology and 3 years of barring from the court of law. So if we see it from the lighter angle, the value of 1 rupee has been proved again. And the other thing is that I always wonder, 102 page of judgment and 82 page of sentencing for, I think, 2 or 3 tweets. So I think it is an interesting part, and me and you both are from the broadcasting side, and we have been into broadcasting. I think it is important to read the judgment, to speak about the choice of words of our Supreme Court, and try to see whether the wordings need to change or they need to be upgraded so that the larger public can understand its meaning. What do you say?
Yeah, actually, I also think that I've been watching these proceedings of Prashant Bhushan and other lawyers. Somehow he is associated with few wrong issues, like he supported Naxalism. He also supported Narmada Bachao Andolan. Then he also was against on Ajmal Kasar's hanging. So I think that all accumulated, and then again he was against most of the judgment which is given by Supreme Court. So I think one day, I think that is fair enough. And then I think it for a lawyer like a Prashant Bhushan, it's my personal feeling that he's stuck, because earlier he said I will not be, I will not say pardon to the Supreme Court. So ultimately, Supreme Court has given a 1 rupee penalty to him, and I think that is all kind of whatever experience, whatever work, good work he has done. I think it has shrinked into 1 rupee. That's what I feel, and I feel pain of that sometimes, because I've been associated with lawyers in my family. I can understand the process and understand how things goes. So I also wonder what now Prashant Bhushan will be doing.
So Kanchan, I understand the life of profession of lawyers or who are into judiciary. They play around some very heavy words, which we always see in the judgments, in the contracts, in the legal documentation, legal studies. The other is the executive, which is the judiciary in our Indian setup. The judiciary, the executive, the parliament, these are, the three pillars of our democracy. And all these three have to uphold the essence of the constitution by which they perform and they exist. And what you said, I agree that Mr. Prashant Bhushan and the series of tweets, not only the recent tweets, but also his previous statements in the social media. And mind it, he is not just an attorney, he is also an activist. And therefore, many a times he has moved on from the judicial language to the political landscape, and it can be a very, very thin rope and very sensitive, and one sometimes doesn't know in which side the person is moving. So of course, I also believe that it is not just because of these 2-3 tweets that has been handed over, but his overall activism has been asked to exercise restraint, being the Supreme Court lawyer that he is, and from the family he belongs to. His father himself was a lawyer of his times. But it is at the same time, Kanchan, I feel a couple of things. And that is one thing, is that when we talk about this whole social media stuff, writing on social media, talking on social media, and then saying that a social media stuff is not admissible in the court of law. And that's why we tend, as a normal citizens, we tend to do the judgment based on social media. We tend to do the judgment based on television or what is being talked about in the newspapers. But we must also understand that judges are also citizens, and therefore they have their human nature. They are a product of the same democracy where we all function. So the question is whether they became judges first or they became citizens first. I think this is something which needs to be thought. Probably I am not a legal luminary at all, but in today's times, it is important to really think about, am I a citizen first or am I a judge first? We also need not become judgmental, which I feel as a society we are becoming judgmental a lot based on what we listen, what we hear. So that is something that brings, especially in the Prashant Bhushan's case, that I know that he has been associated with Mr. Kejriwal's activism few years back, and then how he fell apart from Mr. Kejriwal, and he had to go his own way, and all those things, you know. So one other important thing, Kanchan, is that I read some portions of the judgment, and I must tell you, it enlightened me to some of the English words that I haven't used for probably many years. And I was really wondering who uses these words, or has anyone done any kind of a research to use those kind of a heavy words? I can tell you three of those words, Kanchan. One of the words is magnanimity of the judiciary. The other is scurrilous use. The word is scurrilous. It is not there in the spoken English, at least in the Indian parlance that I have seen. Then another word that was used is contemner. You know, we all are hearing contempt of the court. We have heard this word contempt of the court, but contemner. So probably the judgment that is being passed, somewhere we need to bring it down to the level which is broadly understood, rather than a heavy choice of words and explanation also by those heavy words. So I'm happy that me and you are discussing about it and trying to break it down to a level where many people can understand. What do you say?
So when you're talking about these heavy words, I am remembering Shashi Tharoor, English, and which is world famous.
Yes.
But then I want to put a point further here about this whole case is that Supreme Court is the powerful court of India, and the judgment, which is all luminaries are sitting there. They have a vast experience of giving out the judgment, and they go through all the parameters of judgment, and most of the time the judgments are pretty clear, pretty honest. And somebody who comes again and again and doing saying something about the judgment of the Supreme Court, which is the supreme structure, supreme base of Indian Constitution. So I think we all have to understand that whatever judgment Supreme Court is giving, that has some weightage, and just for the sake of criticizing, no citizen of India can criticize that without actually having any fault in that. And lately I have not seen Supreme Court judgments are having any faults in that, and they are very balanced, and they are very to the point, and they are very clear in their judgment. So I think that again establishes the power of Supreme Court judgment. What do you see?
No, that absolutely. We, in a democracy, we have to say some institution and some people in those institutions is above anything else. Like in Shakespeare's drama, it is said, Julius Caesar's wife is above the law. And that has been quoted many times. And we have a long legacy of luminary lawyers in our country. Today, Prashant Bhushan, we had Ram Jethmalani, we had others as well. We have interesting stories. But the important part is that the whole judgment that was passed and the stance taken by Mr. Bhushan, and that when he retracted by paying that 1 rupee coin, and then he accepted that, he agreed to what Supreme Court said. I think it should be more seen from the freedom of speech, at the same time camaraderie between the lawyers as well as the justice, because the same attorneys at some point in time, they become judges by passing some exams. Many of our judges were attorneys before they became judges. So what has been done, what we see today, is something that is just a lesson or a message that Supreme Court judges as well as the lawyers, they have to uphold the law as much as possible with as much integrity and transparency. And if there are questions against the institution itself, we must address them at various levels and not at the public level. You know, we have seen that those recent two movies, Jolly LLB. And you know what? So these are, I mean, there are pressing issues. I mean, there are court cases pending, years and years of court cases. So there needs to be a discussion. And of course, me and you can only talk about it. I am not a legal luminary. I don't know. But we need to see that our current judicial system is changing as per the current trends. Judgments are being passed faster, and stopping the media for speculations and stopping the social media for speculations so that the better judgment can prevail. I think judges are, that's why we call them my lord, your highness, my lord.
Yes, Hitesh. We have yet to see what will be the line of action of Prashant Bhushan. And as usual, it is so good to talk to you, and we will be discussing again if this topic persists more, and seeing the line of action of Prashant Bhushan and what the Supreme Court will say about this particular action of Prashant Bhushan. We'll meet again on this topic sometime later. Till then, bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you, Kanchan. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.
Bye-bye.
Bye.